Well, it's time for our weekly financial forecast. We're joined, as always, by Tim Fitzwilliams from Fitzwilliams Financial. And Tim, there's been a certain aspect of the economy that's been a buzz this week. A lot of general interest in the SpaceX IPO. I'm wondering, the numbers, the sheer size of the numbers is sort of an obvious attention-grabbing thing. Beyond that, what is driving the hype of this?
Well, that's an interesting question, right?
Yeah.
I think it's a lot of speculation on what can he accomplish.
He being Elon Musk.
Elon Musk, right? When you talk about like 100 times a multiplier or more, you're talking about basically 100 years of value. So what is that? Intergalactic travel? Who knows? So it is a very, very interesting conversation because we don't know what we don't know.
Right.
So it has a lot of attraction because it's extremely exciting to think about all the cool things that he has in his business plan and what he wants to accomplish, of course, right?
Right.
The only issue is that the fundamentals are way out of whack, right?
In terms of the tangible earnings.
Yeah, the tangible earnings. And we've seen this before, like with Amazon back in the day, and now look at them, right? So it can still work. It's just, you like to think that the fundamentals are going to match it, but a 100-year multiplier,
Right.
100 times, that's rather difficult.
And we talk about that 100-year multiplier and what's possible, but then we go back to the fact that those tangible earnings maybe don't match the value we see. Is that something that can be scary for potential investors?
I think so, yeah. And that's why we like to say, let's look at a diversification strategy around SpaceX. You don't necessarily have to just buy SpaceX and go all in on that. That's a heavy concentration risk. Maybe a better approach is to say what companies are affected by SpaceX and then invest in those. And now we're more diversified, but we're still capturing gains from what SpaceX is bringing to the table without being so exposed.
Right. And I'm wondering, are you able to identify any of those right now for us? What's being impacted by SpaceX that could become valuable? I mean, are you able to shed light on some of those particulars?
Well, when you say me, right, it's a team, right, and our chartered financial analyst who runs the portfolio is researching that.
Right.
Is always researching regularly what companies are going to be associated with it.
Right.
What contracts are going to be awarded? Where's the money going to flow to? And so we are studying that, and we're trying to build around that so that we can say, hey, we are on the train. We are about this SpaceX boom, but we're just not so concentrated into that one stock where there's an extreme amount of concentration risk. We're going to do it from a standpoint of let's find other companies that are going to benefit, keeping people better diversified. At least that's our approach.
Right. We're out of time for today. I wouldn't be surprised if we touch on this topic again next week because there's a lot to discuss still.
Right.
For this week, it's great to see you, Tim. That financial forecast airs every Tuesday in our 4 p.m. news. The maroon blazer, you came ready to go today. Mr. Fitzwilliams, we always appreciate it. And if you have questions that you want answered, email us at financialforecast@13newsnow.com.